Yeah, what's up? What it do, man? It's your boy Antonio Nars, bigger than life. I am my inspiration. I am my motivation. That's what we got to be in this day, age, and time. Against all concepts, against all old concepts that's really washed up and really have shown no type of futile in them. So I just come to give you another session of what I've been going through with the secrets of the mysteries. Giving people some of these jewels of researching that they can use and utilize according to their self-preservations. But, I've been coming up with little different segments here and there. So, just continue to follow me and, get what you can get and take it with you and run with it and utilize it towards what you got going on, and that's just the best thing I can tell you because we are our best teachers. Don't nobody know the truth like we know the truth, but you can be guided towards a certain destination, towards your truth, about your own observation, putting down your own rituals and formulas, your own way. That's what you got to end up doing at the end of the day because, a lot of these guys and females, they all have their own perspectives or different ideologies of what they might come up with. So a person just got to be mindful of what they're reading and who they reading it from, you know what I'm saying? Because these people have a lot of biased opinions, so you got to do diligent research and put together your references and make them really match up to what you got going on, and just look at everything else in the encyclopedia because, we have been taught by certain dominant religions that, this is only one way. So the certain word plays have been used that have shackled the mind, and they have shackled to mind to where a person can't even think outside the box. That's why I say words is a manipulation play. That is a measurement, and that measurement only can allow you to go so far. And so with it allowing you only go so far, especially dealing with the English language, if you're not eloquent in it, you're not going to be able to see certain things that you need to see that they say that other religions speak more directly to you with. But, that's just another theory too on top of that, but it's real though, but then you got like prayer, when you're dealing with the sciences and when you're trying to implement different structures on what you got going on with your ritualistic lifestyle, you have to have prayer backed in by that, but it's just not prayer alone. And so people get caught up into just believing that prayer is the only thing, and by all means, that's just what it is. That's blind faith, A lot of things with the teachings, you got science and reasoning, and you got faith and dogma. You got to be able to see these things clearly when you practicing and getting into these things, because a lot of people is getting them blindsided. They're not able to see because they're getting them from a standpoint to where they're being force fed, and that's why a lot of stigmatization has been put on certain philosophies that people can actually get enlightened from, and especially when you get into the different teachings of metaphysical and occult, a lot of people got into them just by even just being a part of one of the dominant religious systems. And, so once you get to hearing that certain people hold secrets, certain people hold jewels and things like that, it automatically attracts the mind. So the reason why it attracts the mind, because we all have a God sense within us because of how our creation is. So, most people might be atheists or whatever you believe in, I understand it, quite frankly, about a little bit of all of it. And I have kind of overstanding of a lot of it too. But, I try to continue to be studious as a student, as the times I can implement in my little time, to do what I can do to unmask a lot of things that I be soul searching for, because you got to be soul searching. You just can't be just bouncing around, playing around, because you might end up getting up under the wrong foundation, and that foundation might can have you a part of the conspiracy theory crew, you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain conspiracy theories crews that's actually putting it down out here in these societies, so you have to be careful because you don't want to get caught up in the wrong crew, you know what I'm saying? That might be demonstrating something that is really foreign to what this really is, because there has been a lot of that going on, a lot of people just abusing their authority to really just gain worldly gain and worldly possession. That's all it boiled down to at the end of the day. But when it comes to the occult philosophies, It is the godmother of the intellectual philosophy. So by that being said, is the soul means by which it gives you the keys of the divine unknown, of all those different teachings that you hear about with secret that was dealing with Jesus or Lazarus or Ezekiel, all the different apocalypse or revelations and things like that. Even in Islam, when you get to hearing about the flying carpets and Muhammad and his men going to fight so many men and just a few of them, just 10, 20 of them, things like that, man, it also helped cultivate the mind. And we know over there in the Eastern lands, we had a lot of where you get into the understanding of magic because the Bible's going to ridicule it so much. But what the people really ain't understanding, Christianity is an ancient religion. And with that being an ancient religion, its whole concept was in its allegorical basis was all magical. It was all about the sciences. And so in that time, in those dark ages, even when Christianity started polluting itself with its dark ages, it had to go into hiding because of everything that it was actually concealing. And they started to reveal it as the people and saying, hold on, this match up to what the fuck we against. We not going with that. So, you just got to be mindful of these type of things. So, I'm just coming to you, man, just giving it to you the way I know how to give it to you because, it's a long journey. You might need somebody to listen to. You might need somebody to talk to. So, this will give you some pointers to go off of just for right now. I don't want to just throw it all out there, but I just got to take my time with it and just allow you to be able to grow on it, give you something. Yeah, but like I said, I got to give you something to grow on because, it's like those who refuse their fallibility are blinded by the glare of their own pride. Like I say, many humans stare at the path of life with blinders covering the sides of their eyes, facing forward, choosing to ignore any possibility that they are traveling toward the edge of a cliff. But the true believers question every aspect of their faith, forcing themselves to find answers instead of simply following the lead of others. That's the same thing with your research, that's what you got to do. You can't just be following blindly, and that's what we have allowed the dominant religions to do, because they have criticized so much of the enlightenment of the apple. They say because this apple was going to enlighten man, this apple is what, people are partaking in all different structures of society. It's just one choose not to see it or take heed to it or either get into it, So that's why, you got to be able to get in there and say yourself with it, as far as if you're trying to get an understanding and grow on it. Because, everybody is out for self and, you might be around people that's not even into it. So you really can't even relate to them. You can't even, they'll throw you all the way off. They'll have your energy all messed up. So, I'm just another brother, what I'm saying, that's just here to help, with my little research and, politic with like minds, it's just, I watch a lot of other people too, but, I be careful of who I'm watching. I study a lot of people. I be careful of who I'm studying, because there's so much information out there and you don't want to just be stuck in one particular doctrine and then you'll be starting all over again because, just like we was when we was coming up, trying to learn, and then as we slowly grabs hold to it, you can actually start comprehending more of it. So, that's why you got to be given, as they say in the parables, you can't be given something spiritual if you can't even understand the physical. So that's the whole point of even understanding the 666 of the satanic thing, Satanism. You have to understand, you got to be able to come through the Kabbalah all the way from the 10th to the 1st, all the way, to 0. So, you just got to be mindful of those things, and those things is the ladder, just like Jacob's ladder, what I'm saying? It's the same concepts. And so these little concepts we just got to be mindful of, and because that's where the teachings is at. It's not, to me, it's not just about always fellowshipping and just socialize, it's a practical thing, and it don't have to be so practical what most people tell you it should be practical, because that's the whole thing. They want you to follow somebody else's system. That's just a guideline and a roadmap to get you started, because you are your own savior. You are your own God. You are your Lord. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember that. So, these different systems is just systems to get you started, to help you along the journey. And then, you have the different divinity systems that can help you as far as readings and oracles is concerned, if you want the spirit to talk to you and try to lead the way. If you just want the spirit to talk to you through prayer. Because like I say, I'm trying to break it down with prayer so a person won't be misled and be misguided, because prayer is just another step. It is below meditation. So if you're not practicing meditation and you're not able to still the mind and then be able to see the self outside the body, you still have to grow, because it's preparation. That's all we're here for, is preparation, experiences for conscious to gain. That's all it's about, so you can't just get too mind boggled and caught up in all the different naysayers, because everybody gonna have their opinions. Just like I use blessing. I might use peace and blessing. Some people say don't use blessing, it means less. So, but to me, it don't mean less. So I can't play on other people's terminologies at times, because that's just a terminology that you use and it really holds no substance, because you're bringing something divine down to a lower grade with a lower level thinking. We have to uplift the thinking, and then if we know that all is spiritual. So that's the whole thing of the as above, so below. So if Keith or Aim and Ra is going to be conducive to a set, if it's going to be conducive to Satan, if it's going to be conducive to Malakut, okay, so what is that telling you? It's the same and one and the same. All is all, and it is the it. So that's just what we got to remember. We just got to keep growing. We just got to stay on it, because I'm here and I'm on it as much as I can, and I get with people that help me out. That's how I got to where I'm at. And so that's what you got to be mindful of, and we all got to be mindful of that, because nobody knows it all. Anybody claim they know it all and they capping like they got it all, man, you got to watch this fool, because we know how it go. So I am my inspiration, man. I am my motivation, and that's what we got to be. Peace and blessing.